time that Vice President Osinbajo was the best candidate of the APC. How did you arrive at that conclusion?
No, one, let's look at it this way. I have been the chairman of Sir Ahmadu Bello Memorial Foundation. We've been inviting people that we feel should be able to contribute much to these programs. We have an annual lecture to commemorate his death on the 15th of January. And we invited him, and he came to Kano. And indeed, something ensued there, because there was almost a competition between Sokoto and Kano, where he was going to more. So I believe that he's been doing very well. And I said to some people that, look, many of us observed that any time he acted, there appeared to have been some stability in the country. There appeared to be some confidence running around and co. So if you have a character like that, I thought the party will have nurtured him. And he has learned a lot. After 8 years, no matter how dull you may be, after 8 years in one place and doing something, you must have learned something better than somebody who has been out for a long time, you know. So, and he can communicate easily to people. Anybody, anytime the vice president spoke, I think nobody ever questioned what he meant to say or what he was saying. So, for me, those are some of the criteria for a leadership.
Well, then, does it now suggest that with the emergence of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the APC candidate, that the APC doesn't really stand a chance anymore in 2023?
Well, I pray that they don't stand a chance. Coming from PDP, we will do all that is possible to ensure that we take over. Nigerians are tired of APC. And Bola Tinubu, a good friend, I don't think he should waste his time now. And I think he should reserve his resources for another thing. And I thought that it would have been better for him to have sponsored younger people into this reign. He has the governor of Ekiti Fayemi. He has other people that he could have sponsored and relied upon. No matter what he thought he can do to Nigeria, these people will do it better. But that is beside the point. Whoever he presents, for me being a PDP member, I will prefer and I will pray and I will appeal to God to make us defeat them. And he's coming. If you notice his outburst, if you will, if you can call it that, his outburst in Abeokuta. I don't think any person can say in Nigeria today of 200 million people can say, this is my turn. No, it's never your turn. It is, even if you want to say it is the turn of the people or of your own people, let's even put it that way. And then put what has happened, given all the ethnic groupings in Nigeria. The Northeast had never had a presidency. The North Central had never had a presidency or civilian presidency. The Southeast had never had one. So even if there is a claim to be made, these are the zones that could make such a claim. But for you to think because you have helped somebody to be, and therefore it must be your turn. Agreements were not written. There was no evidence that that was an agreement that was written for somebody to say, it's my turn. If it is your turn in the APC, that's your own problem. But that is not for Nigerians. Nigerians will come to decide what is best for them, given what we have gone through.
And you think that Atiku Abubakar is best for the country?
Talking about the choice of vice presidency, you do not go around choosing people that will not complement you. As a governor, you choose people that will complement your office, people that are ready to take over from your office, people that are comfortable, that people will be comfortable with, because it's a ticket. Yes, the presence of one or the other could affect the whole ticket. So it's important that, given the circumstance that we are now, we needed somebody that is amenable, that is intelligent, that is experienced, that has exposed himself as somebody balanced.
Why do you think that Wike does not complement Atiku?
Because unfortunately, I don't know whether it's temperament or it's another thing. Sometimes when you speak so much, when you insult yourself or you insult your way to power, it does not normally happen. I can count many people who have been insulted, either through some people who say, well, he's saying his mind. No, there are certain times you don't say your mind.
Does this tie back to the Secondus issue which you had mentioned? Because you came close to accusing him of something, but you did not say what exactly it was.
Accusing him of what?
You had mentioned something about him and Secondus and how you were close to forming a parallel executive.
I know that 3 months to our convention, Secondus was humiliated out of office. And I can tell you that that was done because of pure ambition.
By who?
Get your answers.
Are you saying that the Rivers State governor was responsible for that? He did say, however, that he was okay with Secondus leaving office. He has not denied the fact that he was among those who wanted him out of office.
So why you
say humiliation?
So yes, humiliated, because 3 months to a convention. If I, Muazu Babangida Aliyu, nominates a person, and if I can use even the word impose, because at that time, we, the northern leaders of PDP, had decided in 2017 to have a Southwesterner as the chairman of the party. And about 9 of them came out. But suddenly, Secondus came. And to some of us who know him, he was both a state chairman, national organizing secretary, deputy chairman, acting chairman. So for us, that's an experience that we needed, rather than having somebody pure and blue, you know. So 3 months to a convention, I will have been able to sit down with him and say, look, I am interested in something, and your presence here may not help me. So I don't want you to run for the second term. Or whatever agreement that they had before of bringing him, then they should review it and say, because of this new thing that has come out, but not to humiliate the whole ESCO out of. For me, if somebody was comfortable, many of us were not comfortable because we have set, if we are not careful, we have set a precedence. Anybody with little money can come and create problems for us.
I'll ask you a question directly. When you look at the ballot in 2023,
yes, sir,
and you see an Atiku Okowa on the ballot, and then Atiku Wike on the ballot, in terms of political structure and possibly popularity with the public, who would you think?
Somebody has used that word on me, popularity. There is a difference between popularity and notoriety. You can be notorious, and people will think you're popular. So, if my thinking, and I have worked at least in 2 conventions with Okowa, with this kind of personality and determination, I will think that Okowa will be it. There is no question about that, for me.
From the history with you and the governor of Rivers State, it would seem that there is love lost between both of you.
And the main thing is this that I mentioned to you. It was this humiliating a whole ESCO out of. That was the reason. Otherwise, we have never had problems.
No, but then he described you as a mole.
That's okay.
Because of what?
Because I said he was a dictator and he was trying to get rid of Secondus. And for what? For ambition. So, in fact, who should be more annoyed? Just because I said, you are trying to do this, you called me a mole. And I never replied him back. And now, God has helped me to reply him back.
And your reply is what?
I thank God. Because somebody who will call you that, he gets there, what will be your relationship? And I told you about interfering in other states. He interfered in Niger so much that up to today, we're trying to patch our party together.